En français. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, across all platforms to the Gaming Tangents Halloween Spooktacular! Nobody's joining me! Are you being quiet on purpose, Maverick?
No.
Oh.
That's just the sound of my voice.
I couldn't hear you.
Really?
This is all weird and wonky to me too, though. So we'll see. This is brand new territory for us.
Yeah, we're having our first threesome.
Huh? What kind of
Eiffel
show?
Tower?
What kind of show does everybody think this is turning into? What
I'm
it should
sorry,
be.
I forgot. This is a family show.
What it should be. Dagnabbit is the show where we
Should
talk
be.
about gaming's past, present, future, and do our best to stay on topic. I'm Menji.
I'm Maverick.
And again, you may be hearing an unfamiliar voice among us. A spooky voice from another dimension. Or it could be a good friend of ours, someone who we've known for a very long time as...
Who shall remain nameless.
Who shall remain
A certain
nameless,
one?
as he has every single time we've mentioned him on this show. We've referenced this friend many times. He is basically our resident cinephile. This guy knows more
Yes.
about movies and comics than I think I will ever amount to in my
Or
entire
care about.
life. Or care about. No, that's not true. That's not true. But anyways, we've all been friends for a very long time. Please, welcome to the show for his very first episode, our good friend, Rich.
Hi, everybody.
Yay. Hooray.
That's thank you.
Yes. In fact, we're glad
Big
to have you.
cinephile is an understatement. I think the last time I came to visit you, you showed me your hidden compartment in that wall.
Oh,
with
okay,
all
okay.
those
Whoa. Family show? I think we talked
Well,
about
hey,
this already. We
hey,
covered this
hey.
topic.
You said you would never talk about that.
Ooh, I lied. Really?
All sorts
Thank
of
you.
things going wrong with you today, Maverick. Can't believe it.
Oh no, he has. This guy has a hidden dungeon in his wall.
Oh, man.
It's not hidden
So-
anymore.
Yeah.
You opened
it's
it up.
not- Break it down.
Yeah.
Put it on display. Well, it's Halloween
put it on
time, right?
display. Put it all out there.
It's the time when you let everybody look at
Okay.
it. Come see Rich's Dungeon, $5.
Welcome to our family-friendly show, ladies and gentlemen.
So, I guess I'll start with the guest, Rich. How
Hey,
does it feel to be on the show? Welcome.
it feels like, yeah. Hi.
This is what you can expect for the next
Have we started
20 minutes, as
recording
we don't
yet?
have a lot of time.
Are we recording already?
That's what I felt the first time. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Me good. Show on. I like
Oh,
technology.
Actually, yeah. It's great actually being able to say something to you guys now.
Instead of just
Oh
yelling
yeah,
at your
instead of
speakers.
texting us.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, while I'm listening to it like 5 days after you recorded,
Yes.
scream,
like, what were we
screaming
talking
at
about?
my iPhone, going, "You got that information wrong."
Pretty much.
It's pretty common. I do it too while I'm
editing.
editing. I was like, that's not right.
Captain America is not a DC character. Damn it.
I'm in the middle of work and all of a sudden I get this text. Actually, you guys, it is actually this. I'm like, what is he talking? Oh, the podcast. Okay.
Oh, it's all right though. We're glad to have you.
Mm-hmm.
Long-time fan, first-time guest.
There's
Yes,
finally
listener.
us.
Oh God, you're gonna say that.
Oh,
You had
inside
to say
jokes
that.
that we'll never explain to the show.
I
Just
can't
enjoy
believe
that
you
we're
said that.
enjoying it, everyone. That's what matters.
But I will say, what was it cryptically that I did share this story with my girlfriend yesterday for the first time.
That's funny. All kinds
Well, I
of stuff
think
going
it-
on.
I think it's funny that you brought it up today.
Rich and I recently reminisced on the same memory, complete separate times as well.
Nice.
Oh man, how are you, Maverick? What's been going on?
I am doing well.
Oh, hang on, wait. This is our Halloween episode, right?
Right.
I feel completely not dressed appropriately for the occasion. Hang on a second.
All right. Oh God. He's. Oh,
there we
he is
go.
cosplaying. He is cosplaying.
All right. Now I'm ready. Come on, let's do this.
All right, Andy.
All right. Oh, it's Terry, you ass.
Oh no, you're off the show, Rich. Anyways, we'll see you all next week.
Yeah. See you next week, folks. Thank you for guesting with us.
I'm not a gamer. You guys don't know comic books. I think we're even.
I know.
Yeah,
look,
this is true.
Captain America will always be part of the DC universe.
He
okay.
will. He's the one thing that's going to save Wonder Woman versus Green Lantern,
Oh yeah.
or whatever that was.
Yeah, whatever. What was? Oh, that
What?
movie. That movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Power Rangers, right?
Are you really thinking of
Right.
the movie?
Wonder
at this
Woman was
point?
Deadpool.
I can't tell if we're joking anymore. This is
I don't know. Okay, so Mr. Bogart. Well,
Wildcats
I'm
versus
also
Lobo.
cosplaying.
Wait. Just to get this straight, which one was Andy?
Andy was Terry's
Andy was
brother.
the blonde one.
Yeah, Andy was the guy.
Yeah, he did the.
Just so you know.
He did the punching in the face.
Oh, I thought that was my.
Different kind of punching.
Nice.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good
Okay.
one. I can tell. So yeah, so nobody else dressed up.
Oh, I know. I dressed up
just
like a thug. Remember, I got what was it? And it worked wonders too.
Serial killer. Honestly, right now, the way you're dressed, you do look like that prototypical image that they use in those banners where it's like, take your valuables out of your car when you park. The guy with a crowbar breaking a window.
Yeah, well, look, okay, it was kind of cold this morning. I got out of the car. It was actually hotter than I'm expected to, but I was taking stuff out of the post office, excuse me, out of my car, and then I hear click, click, click. I'm like, is that my car? And no, there is a woman huddled against her car door, terrified of me.
You should have looked at her and said, "Vote Trump."
Yeah. I should have been like, vote Trump!
It's Trump for life.
This is Trump. Chain me to the wall.
So
yeah,
bad.
this is totally about video games.
Yeah. No, I am. That's how we started this conversation, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tried to keep it on topic.
I made this.
I'm cosplaying. You know what I'm cosplaying as? I'm cosplaying as one of the bad guys from Final Fight. You know, those generic guys that just come after you and punch you. Yeah. I'm one of those guys.
So in about an
I was
hour,
gonna go as one of those guys.
you gonna palette
I was
swap
gonna
in
dress
about an
as one
hour?
of those guys that like they wear the long jackets and they have their back facing the screen no matter what they're doing, what angle you're at. Their back is always facing the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of those guys.
Okay, specifically. So just imagine my back is always facing you. I always got to keep turning my back at you. That's my
Yeah, pretty
costume.
much.
That my back is at you.
Yep.
Oh man. So what's going on, guys? Anybody getting ready for Halloween festivities? Aside from me, apparently.
Oh yeah. Oh, I am totally prepared. I am going to work, and that's about it.
Yeah, people go to work. I would have gone to work, but I'm taking the day off.
I've got a pumpkin.
I carved a pumpkin last week. You missed that.
You did carve it.
Oh, we didn't even carve it. It's just sitting in front of my house.
Sitting there.
It just appeared one day. I was like,
Hi,
oh,
guys.
okay, Halloween.
Don't forget,
The
guys.
person will probably come back to smash it. They're like, this house doesn't have enough pumpkins.
I gotta move to your neck of
just
the
gonna come back
woods.
and smash
Pumpkin
it later.
delivery. I'm all down for that. Well, all right. I guess before we jump into it, nothing much has happened, huh? Like
not really. Not,
NX kind of dropped, and then all news kind of just fell out the wayside.
Yeah, I mean, there's some new rumors about the Switch, but
yeah.
nothing spectacular.
Nothing major, and it's all
Other than
of course.
Nintendo saying, we're not going to reveal any more information until January.
Right.
So,
Which is fine.
Lord knows what that announcement's going to be.
I know. The Switch has 2 controllers.
Yeah, I wonder how that works with 2
No
players.
Wi-Fi. Oh, I know they mentioned that there is probably touch on it.
Oh,
which I figured
touching.
it would
Yeah.
be. Lots of touching.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
All 5
good.
fingers if you want,
Oh,
but it'll
wow.
cost you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be their advertisement. Bundle your Nintendo Switch and have a lot of fun with it.
Touch it everywhere.
Touch it anywhere.
Oh, that's good. That's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
Nintendo should
I
steal
come up with those every once in a while.
it. Every few episodes, a little golden nugget drops out of Maverick's mouth into your ears.
Oh, so by the way, I got the Leprechaun Blu-ray set.
Okay.
Oh, good, because
I do remember
I've
that
been wanting to
part.
watch Leprechaun in the Hood.
Or Leprechaun in the Hood 2.
No, it's not Leprechaun in the Hood 2. It's Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
Oh, yes. Back to the.
Yeah, no, you can't say Back to the Hood. It's Back to the Hood.
Look,
Yeah.
man, you can take the leprechaun out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the leprechaun.
Right? I did see the first one, though. And
The first leprechaun or the first leprechaun in the hood? This is all confusing to me now.
the first Leprechaun in the Hood,
Oh my
the
goodness.
reboot.
Okay.
So,
Was it everything you hoped
and
for?
I had to stop.
Was it straight ghetto?
It was. I stopped watching it after he ripped some girl's jaw out.
Oh.
The remake
Yeah.
or the original? I missed that.
Wait.
I don't know. I call it a remake just because it's all of a sudden it's like a sequel within a sequel. It's technically Leprechaun 6, but it's Back to the Hood with a number 2 in it.
Oh, okay.
So
That's a Wait. That's a remake?
I know Ice-T's in one of them.
Because there's another one after that with that WWE made, and I was watching that one last night.
That's right.
And
Another
it's
Leprechaun?
completely different. Yeah, it's not even Warwick Davis anymore. It's Hogswaddle.
Was it Hornswoggle? They
Hornswoggle.
put
There you go.
Hornswoggle as the leprechaun.
I fell asleep halfway through, so I didn't actually get to see him as Leprechaun.
Maverick is
Most of the
confused.
movie, he's like a monster in the background.
Hornswoggle was a midget who used to portray for a short while a leprechaun on WWE, and then
Oh, dear
eventually
God.
just straight up became a midget, and then
Oh,
until
my
finally getting released. It was a dark time. I didn't watch much during the Hornswoggle era.
So Rich, which movie was it where they said, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna kick your ass? If you had an ass.
Leprechaun in space.
That was it. Come on.
I
That's
remember
a
you were
line.
cracking up at that part.
Someone wrote
If you
that.
had an ass.
Yeah, if you had an ass. Oh my god, that was the worst. That was like as generic as you could get. I think that I don't even remember the second one, and I know the third one took place in Las Vegas, and that's about it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We can get pretty generic here in a second.
Speaking of leprechauns,
No.
I have no segue into a video game talk because I can't think of anything that's leprechaun related.
Well, Leprechaun is a horror movie. Many games are horror
Yeah.
games. It's our final Halloween episode for this month. We've been building up to this the entire month by dropping absolutely zero hints. But here we are. So, we thought we would revisit a topic from the past with a twist. That's what we've been talking about all month is twists.
Right. Wait, we're gonna talk about something else?
No. That's the twist. We're not talking about what we
Okay.
planned on talking about.
So we're talking about Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not talking about games.
Love
We're
is
not
in the
talking
air.
about games, people. April Fool.
Love is It's St. Patrick's Day.
Love
Have
is
a
in
drink.
the air here at Gaming Tangents today.
No. So back in the day, we hit on a topic. I think This was a well-received episode. Video games on the big screen. And since it's Halloween time, and there were some that we had left off of that list, we figured we would do a Halloween version of horror games on the big screen.
And horror games that should be on the big screen. There's my twist.
Why not? Look at
So
how
Valentine's
proud you're
Day-
standing. Look at me. I came up with this. This is mine.
I did it all by myself, too.
Sure, we could start with that. And so that's one of the reasons why we wanted to bring Rich on. Like I said, he is our resident cinephile friend. He has
Cinephile is an
residents.
understatement.
massive collection of movies.
Cinephile massive is an understatement.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, this guy has enough movies. I don't know about his Blu-rays. I know his DVD collection. He can open a video store.
You probably should.
What are video stores?
Yeah, it's a
Jimmy
relic
Wolf
of the
has one in his
past.
basement.
Okay, kids, a video store.
Gather around, children, while I tell you the story of the rental store.
There is actually one nearby where my wife works still. I don't know how they're still in
Really?
business. Yeah, and people go in there.
Is it a Blockbuster?
No. It's a mom and pop store.
Okay, because I thought they all closed down.
Yeah, no. It's a little mom and pop store. It's been there for years, and I think that's probably the only reason why it's still around is that people want to support it. Pretty much all the other ones have closed down. I'm surprised this one's still up, though.
Nice.
Yeah. So, let's just as gracefully segue into this as we did the last one. You guys are not helping. Okay.
Speaking of residents,
There we
Resident
go.
Evil.
Speaking of, yeah, there we go. We're just gonna hop right into it. Resident
Jump
Evil.
right into
I
the-
was gonna.
The big
Tried
dog.
to segue into it earlier, but you guys kept talking. I don't know.
I am going to start by saying that I was going to try to rewatch Resident Evil. Was it Regeneration or Degeneration?
There's
Insurgent.
Degeneration.
The one that started out in the airport.
Degeneration.
Degeneration. That
Okay.
one. I was going to try to watch it over again because I haven't seen it in a while, but we ended up choosing The Conjuring 2.
Thanks for your addition to the show. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
The Conjuring
No
has
problem.
caused all sorts of wonderfulness tonight. At the very least,
Yeah.
if it was Resident Evil that you'd watched, I could have excused the last bit of time.
The last hour and a half that I was like trying to get set up. Yeah, okay. Well, let
It's
me
fine
tell you
because it
about
sounds
The
like we've
Conjuring.
all. No, it's not. It sounds like we've all watched different Resident Evils at this point, so I think we'll be able to fill in our own gaps.
Okay, I will start out by saying that I have seen the first 3 and Degeneration, and apparently there's a second CG movie that's out that I did not know about.
Yep. Damnation.
Yeah, that's the one I watched most of. We'll get to that in a second.
All right,
But I think we did touch on Resident Evil a little bit in the last episode, but since this is more horror focused, we can kind of delve into it a little bit more. So yeah, let's just jump right into Resident Evil. Holy crap. So I just watched this movie again last week to catch me up.
The
Thank God I
original?
did, because I forgot a lot about it. Yeah. Holy shit, this movie is 90s. Just like 90s written all over
The
it.
slow motion Matrix style
that
fighting.
slow motion camera was driving me insane.
She's
This
gonna
movie
kick the
is-
dog.
And
She's gonna
every
kick
action,
the dog.
yeah.
It's coming.
Slow mo, and it has to have like this real driving hard music to emphasize how awesome it is. Whatever's about to happen. She's gonna kick the dog.
and nothing shouts 90s. Wasn't this movie made in 2002?
It was still a very 90s. The movie industry was slowly shifting. This movie had not caught up.
No.
So, as far as the Resident Evil movie is concerned, well, let's just start off by saying that the Resident Evil cinematic universe is basically a parallel universe to the video games.
And it's gotten out of hand.
It has. And so they share a lot of similarities, but the stories are not related at all.
Especially the first one.
Especially the first one, because that just starts everything off. There is no characters from the games show up in this movie.
Nope.
At all. You start off with Mila Jovovich, naked with barely a sheet on top of her, because, oh wait, no, that happens later in the movie. But anyways, it's a Mila Jovovich movie. It has to happen at some point. Let's just cover that up right now. She's lying there with a Kleenex on top of her.
Right? Right.
But, so she plays a character. Let's just assume everybody that's listening to the show has played Resident Evil, and you already know what that's all about. So let's just talk about the movies. So she plays a character named Alice. She wakes up mysteriously in a mansion. Is this supposed to be the Spencer Mansion? Was that ever mentioned?
I have no clue.
I don't think it is.
I think it was supposed to be.
Was it? It is
Does it have
very
the whole
similar.
base underneath, right?
So it's yeah, it is very similar. So it's basically a mansion that's a facade for an underground laboratory. So
Was the Red Queen in the
no
in the video games also?
no Red Queens. No.
She's.
Let me just start by saying, I didn't actually play the games. I would just watch Maverick play the games all the time. So that's all I
Didn't
knew
you watch
about
me
him.
play through the entire Resident Evil 2?
Pretty much. I might not have seen the ending though. I don't remember if I. Oh wait, yes I did. I did see the ending of the first one.
I don't know. I just remember being able to get to the one scenario in 2 hours.
Dang,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
So
Yeah, I got to the first zombie and died.
well, no, and then that was when I was like hardcore Resident Evil fan, and I think I got the S ranking, which you have to get without using any first aid sprays.
Whoa.
So,
Big man on
Yeah.
campus. Big man on campus. Look at you.
I remember our friend used to always like collecting all the plants and go, herb.
oh. No, it wasn't just the herb; it was the Irie herb.
He loved the herb. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that he
That wasn't
did.
evident.
I mean, he did.
What? What?
What?
So what happens? So she wakes up in this mansion. She has amnesia. She doesn't know who she is. She's in a shower. Yeah, so she woke up naked in the shower with
Yes.
a shower curtain draped over her. Mila Jovovich.
She starts and ends with a little
gotta.
piece of cloth.
I like the Fifth Element.
She like gets dressed.
And several of the other Resident Evil movies too.
Yeah, seriously. So she gets dressed, she starts wandering around the mansion trying to piece things together, and then all of a sudden, like, this hit squad bursts through the mansion and, like, holding her down. There's another dude that shows up, and so then they arrest the dude, and they get her, and then you find out that the lab's underground. They take them with them, and then all hell breaks loose, and so you figure out that there's this the Hive is what they call it. It's this big, giant, underground, multi-story laboratory where the T-virus has gotten loose, and so the computer system that runs the whole lab basically shut everything down
And kills them.
and kills everybody, which is smart thing to do to people who, when they die, they become zombies.
Right.
That was brilliant.
I remember the elevator scene out of that. Well,
Oh, when the lady's trying to get out, and then it just
yeah, her head sticking out of the door.
Yeah.
yeah. I think it would have been more effective if they actually showed her head getting smashed, but then I think they would have had to give it an X rating.
Maybe. That was the first surprising thing, because it's something you don't see much these days anymore, is that it was an R rating.
That is true.
For a movie
I
based
think
on a
all of
video
them have
game.
been, though.
But I mean, nowadays, if they were to start fresh with a Resident Evil movie, they may...
Oh, they'd make it PG-13.
They would, yeah. Oh, well, maybe
Yeah.
not in a post-Deadpool world, but definitely in kind of that pre-Deadpool world, they definitely would have gone PG-13. So that's already the first surprise there. So you have Mila Jovovich, you have Michelle Rodriguez playing Michelle Rodriguez, of course. So
She's kinda like the-
angry
she's
girl
like
with
a
resting
Will
bitch face.
She's like the Will Smith of the Latina community. She's
She
like
really is.
she
I'm
plays
Michelle
herself
Rodriguez.
playing the character.
I'm angry about something and I got resting bitch face. And like that's her whole character.
Oh yeah, Lost, Fast and the Furious.
Avatar.
Yeah,
Yep.
Avatar. Yeah.
It's funny because you see her in interviews and she's not like that, but she's typecasted so badly.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Always-
like I wonder if the director just goes up to her and they're like, "Okay, you know that resting bitch face thing you do? I want that."
Yeah, do that. Beautiful, darling. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. Cut, print.
There you go.
God, so this movie, so weird. So Alice is, like I said, not a member of the video games, and you find out that she's slowly gets her memories back, that she's actually one of these super agents, just like the other agents that had stormed the house, and she's got, kung fu powers and stuff. It is very Matrix reminiscent. Like, it's definitely that era.
Yeah, I never actually understood what she was supposed to be. I knew she's a superhuman being, but like, I don't.
Well, all that
was
changes. It seems like they retcon a lot of stuff as every movie goes on.
Well, yeah. I mean, in the second movie, I know that they delivered a lot more fan service because, let's face it, the first one didn't have a lot of, aside from the name, they didn't really have anything from the Resident Evil. Well, no, they had the liquor.
Liquors, yeah. So that was probably the one thing.
They had the liquor, they had the zombies.
And zombies, of course, yeah. I think
Yeah.
probably the most famous thing from that movie, though, despite zombies and liquors, is the laser grid hallway.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one thing
I have to
everybody
say was
remembers.
badass. I did like that scene when that one guy, I thought he was gonna make it out alive.
Right.
And I was like, yes, he is a badass. And then all of a sudden, it just like did that whole like checker fence thing and just sliced into pieces. I was like, well, shit.
Oh, yeah. When his eyeball started kind of dripping out.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
so gross.
Ugh.
Because that would really happen in real life. His eyeball would just liquefy.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, being that they're lasers, maybe they would. Who knows?
Oh, I'm sure it
But then it
would.
would also like.
We need to test that.
Yeah, we need to test that theory. Get someone on that stat. Get a member of our research team.
So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, it's not a bad movie for what it is. Of course, very, so loosely based off of the game, but, it might have been smart to do it that way also, though, because I don't think anything based directly off the game's storyline would have lived up to anybody's expectations.
Probably
It
not.
would have to have been one of those really slow-moving, like, horror, haunted house type of things if they were going to actually follow the original game.
I still stand by my idea that it should have been based off the book. Because the book put it
you did
into a
mention
different into a better perspective, where it balanced out like the character interactions and everything, and I think that actually would have worked as a movie.
Yeah, there wasn't too much of that in this. Like, Mila Jovovich doesn't talk much for, like, the first half of the movie.
That's why it was so much better. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I love you, Mila. I love you.
Until that part of the movie where she goes, multipass. Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
See, that's the other thing she should be doing in every movie.
Chicken, I'm not good.
God.
I will say this: I actually remember not liking the original Resident Evil that much. So when I gave the second one a chance, I have to say I was pretty. It was kind of a fanboy thing. I actually appreciated that they had references, and not they had Jill in the movie, they had Carlos in the movie, and they had references to the other Resident Evil. They had your favorite thing, Rich, from Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Leonardo
With her-
DiCaprio?
She drops the gun.
Where she drops the gun and
Yeah.
she's
Oh.
yeah. It was
Drops the
definitely-
gun, falls down and catches the gun, and then shoots it. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you try that at one point?
It looked a lot
Like-
better in the video game.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I think
but-
I did try it for a while.
You were trying it with your gun con or whatnot
Yeah.
or something.
While you're playing Time Crisis?
No, just to see if it actually could have,
Oh,
teenage. Wait, was I a teenager still? Hold on.
probably not. I don't
College
think so.
age.
Yeah, I don't think so.
late teens, early 20s. Something around there.
It's alright, Americans are aging slower these days. It's fine. Is the second one, is that the one where it's revealed that spoilers ahead, that she's a clone?
No. She's actually the original. I don't think the
there are
clones came
of
until
her?
the third one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the third one.
I got these all boggled up in my head.
No, the second one is when they find out that she's immune to the T-virus.
Oh, okay.
And she starts developing powers by the end of the second one.
Okay.
Right.
There we go.
I do remember that. I remember them going after like a little girl. I guess she was supposed to be the equivalent of Sherry Birkin. I think wasn't there a little girl in that movie?
Yeah, she was the daughter of that scientist in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember her running down the building and shooting all those guys. I remember the naked stripper zombies. I remember the dude who when the Nemesis shot all those police officers, but he missed him, and he was like, respect. Like,
I remember Carlos jumping out of the helicopter with the dramatic music, but the footage didn't match the music at all. It just looked all campy.
A lot of that going on in these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember much. It's been a while since I've seen these movies.
Not a memorable
and then I
movie.
saw the last one I saw was Extinction, which had Claire in it, and some stupid character named Kmart. I still annoyed to this day that there was a character named Kmart in the movie.
That was the only one directed by someone other than Paul W.S. Anderson.
Is that the one in Las Vegas?
Yeah, that's in Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
What is it with third movies taking place in Las Vegas? Wasn't Wishmaster 3 in Las Vegas? Leprechaun 3 in Las Vegas? Resident Evil 3 Las Vegas?
Alien 3 was... No.
No. Alien Prison Colony, almost the same thing.
Pretty much.
What happened in that one then?
Excuse me?
What happened in that one? Because I don't think I saw that one.
Which one? Extinction?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was like post-apocalyptic. Her power
Yeah.
started growing. She started controlling more things.
I remember the zombies.
But
could
it was
run.
my favorite one.
Oh, okay.
I just don't remember what happened in it.
Is that where, does Wesker show up in that one?
Which one?
Yeah, he does actually.
Wesker.
He has like a small role, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, they just start throwing in all these random characters from the games. And let's like mention that their storylines definitely don't match up for the most part.
Yeah, they had Claire in it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it was who played her? Ali Larter.
Yeah, Ali Larter.
She's hot.
Good choice.
Anyway, yeah, she
Not a
actually made
redhead,
a
but
pretty
still.
good. She made a pretty good Claire Redfield. Like I said, there was a character
I think she's
named-
supposed to be back for the last one too.
Yeah, she's back for the last one? She's supposed to be. She was in the fourth one, wasn't she?
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know the fourth one they were supposed to start bringing in like the Resident Evil 5, the Las Plagas virus and whatnot.
Right.
So they base it off Resident Evil 4 and 5.
Is that okay? So is that which one is that one?
That's Afterlife, I think is what it's called.
Resident Evil Insurgents.
Afterlife is fourth one.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many are there
Afterlife is
now?
the fourth one.
There's 5.
Good
There's
lord.
going to be a sixth one coming out in January.
Right, I know that. Okay, I knew there was one more coming, but dang, there's already 6? That's crazy.
Yeah. And
That's
actually-
actually for a video game franchise.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's a testament to how well it's done, regardless of how bad it is. It's done well enough to warrant these sequels. So it has to say
James
something.
Bond
Now,
of
I'm not going to say
video
that.
game movies.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that.
Transformers has a lot of sequels too.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm not going to say that they're the greatest movies out there, but I mean, at least they have action, and they do try to. You can appreciate that they do try to cater to the fans.
They're
I mean, I
dumb
know
fun.
I know the fifth one or something like that actually did have Jill come back, and she actually have you finished 5?
I've seen. What?
Have you finished Resident Evil 5?
Me?
Retribution.
The game?
Yeah,
the
No,
movies?
no, the game.
No.
Oh.
No,
never mind.
then I don't know if you want me to spoil that for you.
It has to do with the movies?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Oh, let's not then, because I do plan on playing it.
Alright, well then don't watch Resident Evil, what is it, Retribution, I think?
I did.
Retribution?
Yeah, Retribution.
I did watch it.
You did?
Yeah, that was dumb. Let's get into this
Okay,
one.
so you
It was
You kinda
nonsensical.
I haven't seen it, but that has Jill in it too, right?
It
Kind
has
of.
Ada Wong.
It has
But it
also
also
has
has
Ada
Jill.
Wong. Yeah, it has Jill.
right?
It has Jill. She's evil.
Okay, so
evil
so
Jill.
yeah, okay, so that part of that's been spoiled for you then. Okay,
Oh, I wouldn't have really known. But okay.
That's taken straight out of Resident Evil 5.
Is her crappy acting also taken straight out of Resident Evil 5? You know what was really weird when I watched this movie? So I was wearing headphones when I watched it. They weren't Bluetooth headphones, so I was hardwired. And for some reason, some people's lines were not matching up with their mouth movements, and she was one of them.
Oh wow!
And her acting just seemed really bad and just like phoned in, and like the lines were just like the most generic lines in the world while she was under the control of the thing. And so I thought, well, is that maybe the point? Because like, okay, so in this one, we're already 6 movies down the line. The Red Queen comes back
Oh boy!
from the first one. So the Red Queen is the one controlling her. So if it's a computer system controlling her, maybe she would sound like she's robotic as well. But I just couldn't tell if it was stilted acting or she was supposed to sound like she's being controlled by something.
Well, if she sounds robotic, she's not supposed to sound robotic. But I
Okay,
mean,
that's-
from what I can remember, because I did actually catch the end of Afterlife, and I know she has a brief cameo at the end.
Yeah.
That's supposed to lead into this movie. And I don't remember her sounding robotic, but I remember the costume and the things she had on her chest. That's all taken straight out of the video game.
Oh, wow. There was a lot of that in this one. So, yeah, so Ada Wong comes back, who it's exciting to see her when she's there. She looks exactly like Ada Wong, the girl
Yeah,
that
that's what I
plays
heard.
her. Her acting
And
is
then she
also
wouldn't-
crap. And
Maybe
again,
that's why
part
she
of it
didn't
is
want to
the
promote.
lines that they're given. The lines that they're given are so just stock generic lines. And a lot of it is just exposition, because apparently we can't show the story. Everybody's got to explain what's going on.
Awesome.
You gotta watch this thing, dude. It's so dumb. So
I've been wanting to watch. Go on.
this movie is basically fan service and a rehash of the first movie.
Yeah, they brought back the whole team from the first movie.
Yeah, it's basically a
Really?
love letter to the first movie.
Because the first movie was so great.
It's remembered though. And I mean, things come back. The laser grid hallway comes back.
Are you serious?
The
Yep.
team, Michelle Rodriguez is back. The team leader who gets sliced up by the grid in the first one comes back.
Jesus.
And I mean, it explains it all eventually. It does explain why they come back. So that part, it's a little bit interesting, but once they start getting into this whole thing, anytime movies get into this storyline, it never works out for me. I've never seen
Yeah,
a
it
good
started
movie.
off good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
do you want me to let you know?
Might as well, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to watch this movie.
Right. I mean, it's
Do we need
sort
a
of,
spoiler alert?
Yeah,
Spoiler
I mean,
alert.
it's sort of already been alluded to in the beginning. So apparently, there's not only just clones of Alice, but like all these people have been cloned to hell. Like a gajillion
That's
clones of
dumb.
all of these people.
Why?
Well, they're all in different pods with different scenarios going on.
So some of them they clone to put into their little SWAT teams, and some of them they clone because there's this under Antarctica facility that they use to test what would happen in an urban environment if the T virus, well, actually it's the La Plagas virus, was released. And so there's just these giant, massive recreations of like Times Square and downtown Moscow and Tokyo. And I think part of it is just a reason, just for an excuse for the storyline to take place in a confined space, but feel like it's taking place all over the world. Which was already the first thing that bothered me.
The whole thing was an excuse.
And so there's, yeah, I know, right? So there's another
The whole
SWAT
thing was an
team.
excuse just to exist.
There's another SWAT team that shows up. Wesker is kind of like this, like the enemy of my enemy is my friend right now. So he's like working with her to like save her from this place where she's been captured, and so he sends this SWAT team to go rescue her. And on the SWAT team is Generic Guy 1, Generic Guy 2, Generic Guy 3, Leon, and Barry Burton.
Leon's it? Okay. Wow. Okay, they just squeezed everybody in there,
Yeah,
huh?
no, so he's not a former Star. Like, they don't get into their backstories at all. Not a former Stars member, not a CIA agent. Barry's just there.
There.
I mean, they look the part. So when they show up, Leon's got that brown jacket with the poofy thing around it. He eventually takes it off, though, but it's fine. He's got parted hair, so he works for the KOF team. And Barry Burton's Barry's got that red vest on, and he does smoke a cigar. A point.
Who else makes a cameo in that movie? The crows from Resident Evil 2 and the dog that jumps through the window. Are they in the movie?
I want to say there was a dog, but I don't remember. There was.
They
there
have
was a
Rebecca
dog.
Chambers in there.
There is a dog.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
No, not Rebecca Chambers,
Rebecca.
but there's there's multiple versions of Michelle Rodriguez running around. There's like a really nice one, and then there's the
so she
bitchy
gets
SWAT team
killed
version.
multiple times in this.
Yes.
Kind of like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Oh, she got killed in Fast and the Furious?
Oh yeah, and Lost. So basically, she's playing Michelle Rodriguez again.
So she got okay. So it's like a perfect analogy for her career, right?
Poor thing.
Yes.
It dies and then she comes back. Okay.
Jesus, yeah. So, and then the whole movie is them fighting to get out of this facility. It's almost exactly the first movie, like with a slightly bigger budget. But even then, it just things are weird.
I'm not even sure why that team existed, because she would have gotten out of there by herself.
Yeah, she totally could
anyway.
have handled herself.
It was like they just needed extra people for the final
of
fight
course.
scene, and
Of course. And so now she also managed to kind of pick up like this pseudo daughter. So now she kind of has this little kid that she needs to take care of.
oh, Newt.
Yeah, basically, Newt.
Oh, it's not Sherry Birkin.
No, she was the little girl that played her was actually cute. She had some of the best lines in the movie. It's added to it because she's deaf. And so she signs a lot of it, but she speaks as well.
Like, make that girl the next protagonist.
There was one line that made me laugh out loud. I don't know if you want me to ruin it or not.
Go for it.
Okay, spoiler alert. So while she's running around with Alice, at some point oh god, I want to talk about this scene too. They run across the SWAT team that the Red Queen sends after them to try and kill them, and Michelle Rodriguez the evil Michelle Rodriguez is on that team. And so she's just being a complete bitch like she's supposed to be. And then later on in another scene, they run back into the nice Michelle Rodriguez who was living in their fake neighborhood in one of the other pods. And she's like, I met your sister. And Michelle Rodriguez is like, what sister? She's like, she wasn't very nice.
Nice.
That's the only part I liked. It was so cute. She's like, I met your sister. She wasn't very nice.
Now, were these Michelle Rodriguez characters? Were they any of them the original, or was the original actually killed? Did
Not
she
even,
actually become
not-
a zombie?
Original one
addressed.
turned into a zombie and got shot in the first
In the
movie.
first one, is she the
Okay, so
original one though?
Yeah, she was the one on the train. Yeah, that
Right,
had
but
to
I
have
mean,
been the
is she
original one.
the original?
Yeah, but they could
Oh,
in the
they could
storyline.
retcon this
Gosh,
and-
if
Was
you
she
wanna
always
get
a
all-
clone kind of a thing? This is why I hate cloning storylines so much.
I'm gonna. Okay, in my mind, she was the original.
All of them
That's
were
my
the
head
original.
canon.
Okay. No, but so this scene where the SWAT team shows up in the little suburban neighborhood where Alice finds the little girl, there's one part, Ada Wong is helping her out. The SWAT team is outside of this house. Alice and Ada Wong go back inside the house to basically kind of have a standoff with these guys. So the SWAT team from the outside of the house starts shooting into the house. The house was already hit with like a rocket or something. So like the front part is kind of collapsed over the front door a little bit. So it looks like it's hard to get into anyways. And so you see this, I don't know, like the separating archway that like would separate the living room from the kitchen. In, you know, kind of like a newer, nicer house. Maybe like a 3-4 bedroom house, you'd see these things. So Ada Wong and Alice are standing on either side of this separating wall, and every now and then they would step out and start shooting towards the screen, and then they would step back into cover. You would never actually see what they were shooting at. It would just, the camera would just switch back to outside of the house with people getting shot, and then it would switch back in to that. It's just a static shot. It's like a Wes Anderson shot. Just perfectly symmetrical, and Ada and Alice are on either side. They step out, shoot, step back, and then it switches back to outside the house, and people get shot. It just keeps switching back and forth. I'm like, who are they shooting at? Isn't there a giant wall in front of them right now and rubble? Like, there's a lot of stuff like that in this movie that doesn't make sense. Like, characters will just, like, appear out of nowhere, basically just to give you a jump scare, even though there's no possible way they would have shown up. It's like a cartoon.
Who greenlit this?
I don't... Paul W.S. Anderson, I guess.
Right?
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Well, they thought he was Paul Thomas Anderson and went, oh, yeah, let's do it. I went, oh, shit, we got the wrong Paul Anderson.
Not the good one.
It was like, this happened to Bill Murray, right?
With Garfield?
Right, exactly.
And now the whole movie's just filled with stuff like that. It's weird. And, like, you want to like it because it's got all these characters that you like. Like, Ada Wong should seem like a badass, but again, she's just so robotic and boring. There's only one funny part. Towards the end, she's sitting next to Leon, and, like, everybody's kind of cheering because things are going well, and Leon goes to, like, put his hand on her leg, and she just, like, kind of nonchalantly picks his hand up off her leg and puts it back on his own leg. It's like as much charisma as you see from anybody in the movie. Like, that's it.
I wanted to see that movie, and I was like, the more you're telling me, I'm like, do I want to pass on this one?
Oh, you might want to. Here, let me spoil the ending for you.
Oh boy.
So they get back to Wesker. Wesker is now in Washington, D.C. He's taken over the White House as, like, his base of operations.
Wow. Okay, this sounds like an ending I would have written when I was in the 6th grade.
So he's the leader of this basically rebellion against the entire world has been infected. And so he's the last leader of this resistance against the zombie apocalypse. He gives Alice back her powers. So he basically puts the T-virus back inside of her. We step outside to the roof of the White House, and you see kind of people shooting down from the roof at something. The camera pulls very, very, very far back, and you see they finally built a wall around the White House. And
That's where Trump got it.
and then just hordes of monsters and zombies and flying things like all around the White House, and they're just trying to defend the White House from what looks like insurmountable odds. Like, I don't even know how they got in there in the first place.
They walk through. I mean, everything else in this movie doesn't make sense.
Excuse me.
It's like that, that episode of South Park where it was like a 2-parter and Kenny died in the first part, and then he just kind of suddenly appeared in the second part, and oh, hi, Kenny.
God. And
That's what happened.
Let me tell you about robotic characters. For some reason, and I don't know if it was like this in the other movies, the guy that they got to play Wesker, not only is he so robotic and his hair is so bleach blonde, he would appear on TV screens every now and then, and he would look really weird in CG. And I was like, is that on purpose? And then they meet him for reals at the White House, and he still looks really weird in CG in person. And I was like, what is wrong? I can't tell if it's a wig that he's wearing. Like, he never turns his head. It's always just facing straight. He's, of course, always got the sunglasses on, which is fine. And again, just low monotone talking. Like, he literally sounds like he's voiced by the guy that played Wesker in Resident Evil 1.
What? Stop laughing.
Yes.
I remember that.
We need to search the house.
Maybe. First of all, stop. Don't open that door.
That guy was crazy.
Yeah, step back, Jill. He's crazy.
What was that lock-picking line again?
Here's a lockpick.
And Jill, here's a lockpick. It would be better if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Master of unlocking. Oh, God.
I'll never forget that issue of Game Fan that said it had Jill Valentine's picture there, and it said Jill Valentine, and underneath it had a subtext saying the master of unlocking. Oh, I wish I still had that. That was. I will never forget that.
You know, I honestly couldn't tell if some of this stuff in this movie was a nod to the games on purpose. There's a lot of cheesy lines like that in this movie. And then Wesker's stilted acting. I literally thought he was Max Headroom at one point. Like, I couldn't tell.
Wow. Oh man,
You're just waiting for him to stutter?
Yeah, like, is he gonna... No glitching? Okay, this is...
No?
What's going on, man?
Jill.
Is it really... Is it just Wesker from the game? Did they just put the CG character in there? I can't tell.
Maybe it's not the CG character. Maybe it's actually the actual actor, live actor they used for the original game.
Ooh,
Oh,
that'd be great. Albert Wesker.
well, getting off the topic of Resident Evil.
Oh, can we? Because I got one more.
Well, you saw another one?
Oh,
Or
yes. At least I saw half of it before I started falling asleep.
Are you talking about that CG one?
Mitchell.
I'm sure that was more entertaining.
Maybe.
Are you talking about what's the CG one called again?
Damnation.
Damn it! How is that? Because I saw a clip of that. I didn't know it existed. I saw a clip of that, and it looks so generic.
It is. This one's slightly more excusable because it's basically... It's so weird. You watch movies like Rich was saying earlier that he'd watched Angry Birds and it was better than he expected. Like
I did?
watched...
No. What? No. Huh? Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I put you on blast there? I didn't mean to.
Don't worry, folks. He was just saying it's his new favorite movie of all time.
Clay Cadis worked on it. It's all right. So movies like that, you got your Illumination minions. We talked about that. Like, these movies are at least watchable. And they feel like movies. This literally feels like just an enormous cutscene from a video game. And I know it's based on a video game, and so you would think, well, that's just the logic, but no, something just feels different. It's the way that it's directed, it's the way that it's acted, it's the camera movements. It feels more like a video game cutscene. It is terrible, but but because it looks like a cutscene, it's slightly more acceptable because you just come to expect that from Resident Evil.
But it's not like food fight levels, is it?
No. The animation is pretty good, but again, they look like character models from a video game.
Okay,
It's directed by the same guy that did Damnation. Was it Degeneration though?
But Degeneration didn't look bad.
No, actually, I like that one.
But
Something with,
it's not
I don't
even
know,
that
it was
it
the
looks
story or something for Damnation. It's just, I don't know.
It looks good. It's animated weird and directed weird. And of course the acting is shit, but it's got some funny parts though.
I don't know. When I saw it, for whatever reason, all I could think of was Ghost Recon 2. What was it? What was it? Advanced Warfare? No, it wasn't. No, that's freaking Call of Duty. I can't. They call it. Yeah,
Rainbow
Advanced
Six?
Warfare.
What you talk about?
Ghost Recon.
Okay.
Okay, there's Ghost Recon 2.
Splinter Cell, right?
Not Splinter Cell. It was like Ghost Recon, and it took place. It was a fictional story. Where you were
Metal Gear Solid.
You were at. Yes, Metal Gear Solid. It had twists and turns. It turns out that the zombie was the president. Oh wait, no, that's in Resident Evil 6. I just remember thinking that game. That game was like a fictional game that took place in. It was like a war between the United States and Mexico, or something like that. Yeah, something that didn't happen.
If we had a wall, you know,
something that didn't happen in recent history.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens? Oh, you still going?
Oh no, I'm just saying that's what it reminded me of for some reason.
It's a Leon story. The government has chased the Las Plagas virus to some made up Soviet bloc country that's kind of fighting for its own independence right now. They're having like a civil
Soviet
war.
Union.
It's the Soviet Union, and it's some Soviet bloc country. It's not Russia, but they're having a civil war right now, and so somebody has used the Las Plagas virus to try and turn the tides of the war, and there's a twist in there, and so you're not quite sure who to trust, and I don't know. So it's Leon's in there. Ada Wong is very obviously a hidden character who shows up later. Like, you could tell it's her right away.
All right.
She's dressed slightly differently. Like, it's Ada, isn't it? It's Ada, isn't it? It's Ada. Yeah, hey, it's Ada.
Nice.
All right, figured that part out. And then it's just Leon just painting by the numbers, trying to figure out what's going on. There is a couple of funny scenes. There's this character that he meets early on called JD, I think he calls himself. Is it JD?
I don't know. I've never seen the movie.
I'm asking Rich. We have another guy here, remember?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Hey, Rich. How
I'm
you doing?
sorry, what? I was thinking about Ada, you know.
Oh, sure.
Bing
She
Bing
didn't wear
Lee.
the dress in this one.
Anyway, what was your question?
Yeah, so he meets this guy named JD. He's like a freedom fighter, and he's like totally obsessed with America. And so he's got some of the funniest lines.
America.
Yeah, he keeps
America.
trying to talk to Leon about America and asking him questions about like
America.
burgers and fries and things. That's about the
Okay,
most enjoyable thing in the movie.
I would probably watch it, but I have to wait till it's where I don't have to pay for it, because like
worth it.
I wanted to get it, but then I saw the clips and I was just
excuse
like,
me. Excuse me.
Yes.
It's free for you right now.
Oh yeah,
You can't watch it the same way I watched it.
I forgot about that. I gotta download that app.
It's long, man. Like, just when I thought I was like,
Is
okay,
it?
this should be ending. I was like, okay, this should
Yeah.
be ending soon, right? And so I did whatever I did to make the time meter go on, and it was only halfway through. I was like,
Oh,
oh my
jeez.
god. Oh my, there's half of this movie still to go.
That bad, huh?
It shouldn't
not-
have been as long.
yeah.
You know, if it was shorter, it would have been better actually. If it was like maybe an hour, and they just condensed
Well,
the
sometimes
story.
they make movies unnecessarily long, you know.
But this is like a straight-to-video anime. Like, it didn't need to be too... It's like a minute 45 seconds or something. Like, it's too long.
It's too long by a minute and 45 seconds. Got it.
No, an hour and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You said a minute.
It's getting late.
So-
I don't know why. We started an hour and a half later for some reason.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I blame The Conjuring. I have not seen any video game based movie here recently. However, the last movie I saw horror based was also a Capcom game.
Oh.
It was Dead Rising Watchtower,
Oh.
which
How was that?
it was hard to enjoy because this movie that's an hour and a half took me 3 hours to get through.
Oh, no.
It was on Crackle. I don't
Oh,
know if you've
no.
I don't know if you've ever used that before.
No,
Rich-
but apparently Jerry Seinfeld
Nope.
prefers that to YouTube.
Rich, have you used it?
Nope.
But there's a commercial, I kid you not, every 15 minutes. Like, I could not get through this movie and enjoy it. It was really hard for me to enjoy it because of that.
Well, they want you to pay.
You know, yeah, it's like, oh, well, you know, if you pay, you don't have to watch this. It's like, do I really need this many commercials? I might as well just watch a whole block of commercials and then watch the movie and enjoy it straight through, because it was really hard. It really did break up all the. It broke up the movie really bad for me. But
Crunchyroll's not even that bad.
It seemed okay. I mean, it took place in the Dead Rising universe. They did have Frank West in there. He had more of a cameo than an actual role. And just like every game after the first game, he's a smartass.
Oh.
This
Not
takes
Maverick's
place in the
favorite
same.
Frank West.
Yeah.
Not my Frank
like
West.
I like him. I like that he's become like what was the term you used last time we were talking when his attitude in Dead Rising 4 at this point.
Oh,
like
was he more
the one that
jolly?
they're carrying over? Huh?
Was he more jolly?
No, more not cynical. What is it that because like he's taking selfies with the zombies and he's just being
I mean he's jaded.
Jaded pretty much. He's just
He's used to
it. Yeah, I mean, there's a scene where the reporter's asking, "What are their chances for the survival?" Like, oh, they're you know, like he's just so nonchalant about everything. But the movie itself, when I was able to watch it, wasn't that bad. I mean, of course, it can't follow the games or anything like that. It took place in the same universe, but a different city and whatnot. It had, it took place after Dead Rising 2 because it has the Zombrex and all that. Well, no, maybe during or parallel to Dead Rising 2, who knows? And it had the chick from, it had two people from Once Upon a Time on that movie.
Oh, that's...
chick who played Red.
there's
Chick
a
who played
plus.
Red and excuse me?
There's a plus.
Yeah, and chick who plays Mother Superior or one of the fairies.
Oh,
I was waiting for Once Upon a Time to come into this podcast. Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, it's a good show that I've not watched the last 3 episodes. Shut up.
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to be talking about that new Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, yeah.
Which,
no,
by
I
the way,
actually...
what is that on your desk there?
Excuse me?
There was a disc on your desk. Sticking out
Oh,
of
that
it.
was...
Yeah,
That's Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, okay. Why is it written in pencil like that?
It was part of the DVD that I bought years ago.
Weird.
It came with Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
The girl who
But
plays...
yeah, I watched it. Excuse me, go ahead.
Oh, that girl who plays Mother Superior, she was on another show, which I don't remember right now.
She was in, what's that movie? The one where everybody dies?
Oh, Resident Evil 1?
Yeah, no, the one where, like, death is always coming after them.
Final Destination?
Final Destination. Yeah, she was the one
I don't remember
who,
from that.
she was in the van, and then they, she's like, can you quiet that?
Whenever we saw that
chainsaw
movie was the last time I saw that movie, and...
Yeah, she's the one who got stuck through her head after they, like, hit the car and the thing went off and her...
I remember a roller coaster, and that's it.
That's the third one.
Yeah.
Dang it. I don't remember anything about this movie, and that's it.
She was the blue
And
fairy.
it's the wrong
Once Upon a
movie.
Time.
Okay.
Anyways, going back
Now that
to
we've
it.
cleared that out.
Going back to it, Dead Rising, Watchtower, they're basically dealing with a bunch of, it's, in a sense, it kind of reminded me of like a twisted Last of Us, because worse than the zombies, they're dealing with other humans that are like, they have no regard for human life and whatnot. And I can't remember, again, it was broken up so much, I had a hard time following it.
Right, yeah.
But,
so it's not, they weren't like
if
tactically placed commercials either, so it just kind of stopped in weird places.
Right, it's like sometimes
Yeah,
it would
that's
stop
dumb.
like right in the middle of like an action scene. I'm like, are you serious
That's
right
annoying.
now? Yeah,
Dang.
so it was hard for me to enjoy it, but from what I gathered from it, it would have been an enjoyable movie. I really liked Frank West in that movie just because his lines were gold. He was just a complete smartass in that whole movie.
Was it
Like,
CG, did you say?
no, it was live action.
Live action? Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Did
live
that come out
action,
in
and
theaters?
they made a sequel.
This is a sequel, actually.
Yeah, there's a sequel.
It's like the
Endgame.
third one or something.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Endgame came after.
Yeah, there's Endgame, and there was Watchtower was the first one, and then I know there's a Japanese one, but I don't know if that has anything to do with these.
Dang.
So yeah,
I'm
but
gonna-
if
I'm
I
gonna
if
get on-
I could have watched
get on
that,
to Crackle.
if I could have watched that as a whole, I think I would have really enjoyed the movie. I have not had a chance to really watch it, after that. So, yeah. What about you, Rich? What horror movie-based games have you watched here recently?
Or not so
Game-based?
recently.
Not recently, but there was Silent Hill.
Oh.
Oh.
I've only seen the first one.
Now,
I have the first one, actually.
Yeah. The first thing I remember about Silent Hill, though, I don't remember which one it was, but it was on PS3, I think. Was that the first one that was, like,
They originally came
really
out
big?
They originally came out on PS2.
Maybe it was PS2.
It's PS1, but the most popular one in the series is Silent Hill 2.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it was PS2 then. And we were playing it in my friend's house, and it was one of these old houses in San Francisco, that type.
Oh, the Victorian houses.
And
Where
where they,
every house in San Francisco?
yeah, where they convert the garage into a room.
Yeah.
Right? So we're playing in his garage room with all the lights out. And it's the first time I ever even heard of this game. And we're playing this. And you know how you've got a flashlight pretty much. That's all you have. And you're walking through these hallways. And the nurses came out.
Oh.
And that freaked the hell out of me.
Yeah, Silent Hill, the movies didn't really creep me out as much. But the games, again, by now everybody should know that I cannot get through any of those games.
Covered them quite extensively. I actually rewatched the first one also a couple weeks ago. That movie actually still holds up pretty well.
So I've heard. I think you told me this last week.
Did I?
So you mentioned it once before, but I mean, I
it's a good movie.
don't doubt it. I mean,
This is probably
It was on-
not before I watched it, though.
it was on recently. I know that movie the director did his best to kind of honor the game in the best way possible. I think he even used music from the game.
He did. When the TriStar logo comes out, it actually plays like the Resident Evil theme. Not Resident Evil. The Silent Hill theme. So that weird song with the weird guitar in it.
Silent Hill.
Silent Evils.
Well, at least Sean Bean didn't die in this
I
one.
was gonna say, you took my joke.
Nice.
Sheen Bean lives through the whole movie.
Yeah. He's the only one that lived through the whole movie.
Is he?
Yeah, because
No.
everyone else is dead.
I just watched it and I'm still not 100% sure that's true.
Yeah, you're still confused about the ending.
When I first watched it, I was sure. I was like, oh, they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But now, not so much.
Yeah, because, okay, well, to skip ahead, in the second one, he's looking for them.
Oh, so it is
So
a
he
direct
goes
sequel.
to the town. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a direct sequel. Does it like take place after is it supposed to be based off Silent Hill 2?
I have no idea.
Sounds like it's based more off of the first movie.
I couldn't get through that game either.
Because even the first movie isn't based off of characters from the game, right?
No.
It's an
well,
original
I think the little girl is.
Really?
Because
Okay.
in the first game, the protagonist is a man,
Right.
and so
Even in the second one, isn't it? The third one is a girl.
Yeah, the second one, and the third one is a girl. It's actually supposed to be the daughter of the man who he rescues in the first game.
Okay.
So, spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't played it.
It does this neat thing of just doing God, I'm gonna keep doing that. The Silent Hill story, but with brand new characters in it. All the monsters are not brand new. So pretty much all the monsters are lifted straight out of the game. It keeps a lot of the same elements, it'll delve into this nightmarish hell version of the town every now and then.
Right.
Which is it's really cool to watch. The effects still really hold up. There's still some parts nowadays, if you watch it on a nicer TV, where you can tell that they're walking in front of the Phantom Menace set.
Right.
But a lot of it still looks really good when they're on the real set of the real town. It looks really awesome. The set design is really good. The sound design is really good. And it's more or less, it's a pretty good story, I would say. On its
I
own.
think so. Doesn't the cop get fried? I can't
Yes.
remember. She gets
Does.
fried, doesn't she?
Getting tired of
Alice
seeing
Creed
that girl
strings her
dying and
up
things.
Yep.
Yeah. See, another thing I didn't know about, like, I think the only character that really was there was the little girl. Like, I think she's actually in the games. But everybody else, like, I mean, except for the monsters, I don't remember anybody named Christabella. That was her name, right? The antagonist.
Yeah.
Alice Krieg.
Yeah, Alice Krieg. She had it was Christabella, right? That was the name of the character.
Yeah, Christabella.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Christabella's the yeah, okay, that's the little girl.
No.
Oh.
Christabella's Alice Krieg. The little girl was Jodelle Ferland from
Her name's
like
Christabella?
Dark Matter
Oh, okay,
and
okay,
Twilight
okay.
and. Well, okay. I didn't
Wait, are we
mention
talking
Twilight.
about
Sorry.
Are we talking about actor names right now?
Wait.
Yeah, the
Hold on.
actor.
Back up.
Oh, okay,
back
that's
up.
where we're getting confused.
Back up.
What?
Did you just say Twilight?
No, I did not.
Don't yeah. Ugh.
Did you just call?
Edit that out now.
I was talking about Jodelle Ferland.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
the little girl in the movie.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Wait. Were you forced to watch this?
Which
See,
one?
Twilight.
What?
Oh wait. Which one?
This
Oh my god.
this may turn into a therapy show here real quick.
Cut his feed. Cut his feed right now.
We're sorry, folks, for the preceding
okay.
show.
Well, you get to watch Divergent. I got to watch Twilight. Oh well.
Yeah, but Divergent was at least decent. They both laugh. Yet
I'll
they're
at
not.
least say that Twilight at least looked like the special effects were a little bit better.
At least Twilight made money. No one
yeah.
wanted to watch Divergent.
Still rather watch Divergent
And
than Twilight.
Shalane, whatever.
Tulane Woosley, whatever her name is.
At
Yeah.
any rate,
Anyway.
the cop later on is a character
We're
on The
gonna get
Walking
to a fight
Dead.
over what's the worst movie we watched.
Yeah. Which one? Anyway, which one was she? Because I was forced to watch the first one.
Which one was
first
who?
what?
We're all confused
First,
now.
the first Twilight. I was
Oh no,
forced-
no. She had like a small. She was like this girl that was turned into a vampire called Bree. Yeah.
Yeah,
Her
I don't remember.
She was one of the minor characters in that.
I don't remember. I remember.
But she's in Dark Matter, which is a really good show, by the way.
I'll have to check out Dark Matter because all I remember from that stupid movie was Vampire Baseball.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Resident Hills.
Back to Silent Resident Hills.
Going back to our manly topics here.
Silent Evil.
Yeah.
Starring the cast of Ever After or whatever.
Once upon
Once
a
upon a
time.
time.
Hey, Once Upon a Time is a good show. Hush. They keep laughing.
At least I didn't say Twilight was a good movie.
Why don't
I
they
mean,
stop everything?
Because Twilight's not a good movie.
exactly.
Right. Thank God we've established
All right.
common knowledge.
Alone in the Dark. Directed by Uwe Boll or Uwe Boll.
Oh my goodness. Did these
Speaking
have to
of
come
terrible movies,
I've only seen the Nostalgia Critic review. I have no interest in watching this.
out? Yeah. I've only
I've
seen
never
the
had an
Nostalgia
interest
Critic
in
review
Alone
of
in the
all
Dark.
those.
Yeah.
anything with Uwe Boll is not something you want to touch.
Don't watch those. That's our advice. Unless you need a good
isn't-
laugh.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you
Yeah,
can
I've
watch
not seen. Yeah, have I seen any of his movies? You know, now that I think about it, I've not seen any of his movies.
No. You've done yourself a service,
So-
sir. You can
Yeah,
sleep well
I've
tonight.
seen the
Well,
reviews
there
on
was
them, but that's
there was House of the Dead. Did you guys see House of the Dead?
nope.
Oh, well, there's only one good thing about that movie.
Lois Lane
Who's
is naked
that?
topless in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I figured that was the thing you were going to say because I think you
Yeah.
mentioned it before.
Oh yes.
Oh my. Manly topics, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to manly topics.
This show's getting
Right.
very blue.
House of the Dead. What other horror? I'm trying to think of like.
Well, hang
good
on.
horror.
Wait, Silent Hill 2. What?
Oh yeah,
So what
I've not seen
happens?
Silent Hill 2.
Scene Bean runs around.
He jumped ahead to Uwe Boll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's never do that
Uwe
again.
Bowls or I don't know how you pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced different
Probably
ways.
Uwe.
Doesn't
Uwe
matter
Boll.
with you and all of your shit Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
Your
He
shit
quit
Marvel
recently.
movies that don't make any monies.
He quit. He quit the movie industry.
The industry quit him.
Yeah, it's more like that, I would say.
It looks like the industry gave up on you a long time ago. You didn't quit. All right, so
All right, so
Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hills, starring Norman Reedus. What happened?
Yeah. It wasn't Norman Reedus, man. It was Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
I'm still waiting
Okay.
for the description.
Oh yeah. What's the description?
I don't know. I've not seen
What,
Silent
have
Hill.
you not watched it?
I don't remember this movie. I gotta tell you the truth.
That's
I
not a
think
good-
I saw it once
Not a good sign.
and then put it down.
That's already
was
not
that-
a good sign. I like Silent Hill 1 enough that I bought it.
Right? I've not bought Silent Hill, but I don't have a big movie collection at the moment, so yeah.
Well, I buy a lot of things. I don't.
Well, that's why you're
Necessary.
here. Although now I'm starting
Yeah.
to question that.
Yeah, we trusted you, man. We trusted you with Silent Hill.
Sorry, I was-
This is all we get?
I was focused on Resident Evil. Sorry. No, I remember the first one.
It's real good.
The first Resident Evil or the first Silent Hill?
Silent Hill Revelation.
There was a
3D.
ghost, right? Ooh,
Yeah.
in 3D.
Yeah, 3D.
Well,
Selling
did
a
you
lot of
watch it in
those
3D?
lately. Oh.
Okay, well, I can read the back of the Blu-ray if you want me to.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, let's just further prove how little research we did for this show.
Here, tell you what. I'll read the back of Resident Evil 6 here.
God,
No
all
hope
right.
left.
I honestly
world
tried
is
to
in
double
turmoil.
feature it yesterday. I tried to double feature it yesterday with Resident Evil Damnation, and Damnation put me to sleep, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna work out.
And it's kind of sad that, like I said, if you put the CG scenes together from the Umbrella Chronicles and
Yeah,
Dark Side
easy for you to
Chronicles,
say.
yeah, they
Stumped him.
make a decent movie. Excuse me.
You are.
So there's that. Did I just lose your audio because I can't hear you guys now?
No, we're good.
We weren't talking.
You're good. Okay, you're good. I hear you.
I hear you,
Alright.
dog. I hear you.
So, okay, so since we've run out of horror movies to talk about, let's talk about another horror movie, Super Mario Brothers.
That's scary for a whole different reason. We did actually talk about that one already, also.
I know we did.
So, doesn't work. Splatterhouse the movie. What? Okay. Well, you had brought up, movies you want to see.
Right, and we've already talked about we talked about a Castlevania thing.
Yeah,
Didn't
which
we
would be
bring
cool.
up the
By the way, Hollywood, call us.
right?
You got me on speed dial. Come on, bro.
Did we bring up Ghosts and Goblins? Or
Did
Ghouls
not.
and Ghosts?
No,
You
we
did
brought
not.
up how it scared you as a child and you wet your bed or something.
Yeah, no, I didn't wet my bed ass.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But it did scare me as a child. That would make a pretty decent horror movie, but I would call it more of an action horror.
Okay, now, question. Within the span of 90 minutes, how many times would you see the main character fall back into his underwear? Go.
I would say they probably do it once, and it probably happened like towards the end. Like it would happen during the final battle. They will, knowing Hollywood, they will place it in the most inappropriate moment.
It'll happen at the very end when he finally gets the girl and, like, she kisses him or something and all of his armor just kind of falls off.
Yeah,
That's funny, right, guys? Come back for the
yeah.
sequel.
Sounds like a Jim Carrey movie.
We put it in there, the thing that you wanted to see.
well, this isn't necessarily okay. Well, before we even go on to here's one that should be made into a movie.
So you're saying, hold on, you're saying to make Ghosts and Goblins like Army of Darkness?
That would be interesting. Actually, I see that working.
Yeah, I'm down.
Because I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you're dealing ghouls and ghosts and all that and everything. But then, like when you think about it, it's more action, it's more comedic because you can't take it seriously when the guy's running around in his underwear.
It's a pretty silly game, I gotta say.
Rich, have you played any horror games that you think should become movies?
Didn't we go through this? I would only watch you play video games.
So what have you watched Maverick play that you would like to see turn into a movie?
I haven't seen him play a video game recently.
Been a couple of years.
But the kids keep watching that YouTube thing with was it
The YouTubes?
the YouTube?
They keep watching the YouTubes?
Basically doing what I used to do, but with YouTube. Watch other people play video games.
Right.
Come to theaters next fall. Maverick plays The Evil Within.
What's that? The 9 Nights at
Five
Freddy's
Nights
or
at
whatever.
Freddy's.
5 Nights at
That's
Freddy's.
actually
Nights at
happening.
Freddy's.
They're making a movie
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I remember you guys talking about that.
It's good to know somebody listens.
That
Somebody
did
hears
give
us.
my son nightmares for a while there.
The game?
Watching other people play the game.
Well, yeah.
Markiplier! No! Stop!
my
screaming!
older son was watching it, and so my younger son's over there watching it too. And he had a nightmare the following night.
Awesome.
Later on, I'm watching Aliens, and he's all, "Oh, that's cool. You're not scared of this? No, this is. That girl's funny." He's talking about dude, and then he watched how Bishop gets torn in half. Oh, so he's an android? It's like that didn't freak you out at all.
When I was a kid, that freaked me out just because I didn't know he was an android. I didn't know what was going on. I just saw all this white stuff. I'm like, ew, that's what's inside your body?
I never had that come out.
Yeah.
And puberty hit.
Speaking of aliens, there is a game. Apparently, it was based off a script of an unreleased movie that would have been interesting to see. The Capcom arcade version of Alien vs. Predator. I know it's more sci-fi, but that would have made an interesting movie.
No, man,
They already
that
made
works.
Alien vs. Predator movies.
No, but he's talking about based off of the Capcom side-scrolling beat-em-up game where there's like a android chick that fights along with them and some other guy.
It's
They're all friends fighting against the aliens.
It's two humans and two humans and two predators, and the predators are fighting alongside them because they're trying to hunt down the aliens. And by the end, it's like, "Well, why did you help us?" and everything. And then they kind of hint at, "Well, because we want to come back and hunt you."
Yeah, with the xenomorphs are killing you all off. We can't have that. No competition.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so
I mean,
from
it's
what
like... No, from what you read.
From what I read, it was because that game came out in 1994, I believe.
Dang, really? Has it been that long?
I believe so.
I guess so. It's run off that same engine, huh?
94 or 96, but it was in the mid 90s that it came out.
1996.
And it was based on an unreleased. It was based on an unreleased script of Alien vs. Predator.
Which, yeah. Well, I mean, it would have been good. I mean, at this point, it would be nice for them to finally make a good one. But after what, 3 tries now?
Yeah.
It's been 2, and the first one was Paul W.S. Anderson.
Oh, look what we got going on here.
This is why we have him aboard. This is why.
That's why they did the slow motion thing with the face hugger coming at that,
You gotta
girl.
slow it down. You gotta
they
have
did the little
fog.
slow motion with the face huggers and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Now we found our culprit.
Go
Found our
on.
culprit. Go on.
No, you were about to say something, and we just kind of stopped him.
Oh no,
Oh,
he was done.
Yeah.
No, he said Paul W.S. Anderson made it.
Yeah, Paul W.S.
That's why it's
Anderson.
bad.
That's when I got Lance Henriksen's autograph on one of the posters.
He was at the movie
I
too?
wish I could take the little. Yeah. It was during WonderCon. He was
Okay.
he was there promoting AVP.
No, I thought he was sitting next to you in the
AVP,
theater.
kind of like B. Huh? No, it wasn't at the theater.
Yeah.
Movie, right? Can you sign this? My wife's a big fan.
Yeah. No. He was signing it for the. They were promoting it at WonderCon.
According to Wikipedia, the most reliable source on the internet, the game was based on an early draft of the script for the film adaptation of the Alien vs. Predator comic book series and intended to have a tie-in to the movie. Although the draft was later rejected in favor of a different script, Capcom had already completed the game, intending for the film to be released around the time of the game's completion.
Which is funny because it's still one of the best things with the title Alien vs. Predator to ever come out.
Probably what happened was they didn't want to spend all the money on all the sci-fi stuff. So they made it take place underground in these tunnels that they could put in any warehouse somewhere and not have to spend all the money on it.
Yeah, that's too bad, man.
Because if you look at the game, there are a lot of places that it would look like, this takes place on location.
It took a long time for versus movies to actually get good.
Right.
Just watch Nostalgia Critic, Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad I didn't watch that in the theaters.
Actually, I like that one.
I like it because, like he said, the Freddy vs. Jason parts are the best parts of that movie.
It looks like a good movie to make fun of.
Yeah, definitely.
Burrito poop on.
But Rich, you're the one who told me.
But wait, I did like that movie though.
You're the one who told me that they were directed to act as badly as they did, right?
In which movie?
Freddy vs. Jason.
Oh yeah. They were trying to copy the original movies.
The campiness of the original.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that why he says bitch so much?
Yeah. Well, that's something that Freddy has always said. Welcome to my world, bitch. So.
It's kind of strange though when you watch the first one. He's a little bit more serious in the very first Nightmare on Elm
the first
Street.
one was dark, but I think that's the case on all the horror movies.
And it just kept getting campier and campier.
I just love how they make fun of that on Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that happened to all of them, huh? By the time you got to the 90s, it was like Jerry Springer.
Just jokes galore.
Well, yeah, you have, I remember, but yeah, by the time they got to Freddy's Dead, I mean, most of the killings were like a joke, you know?
They had Roseanne Barr and Tom Arnold in that thing.
Yeah, okay,
right.
I don't remember them being in the movie. What was that all about?
They were playing characters, right? It wasn't themselves?
Yeah, they were, it's like I forgot, was it a carnival or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a cameo.
Yeah, it was a cameo.
I just remember the line where the guy, after falling off the plane and he lands on that bed of spikes, and then the girl comes up to him and goes, "Freddy didn't have a son. Then what did he have?"
An aneurysm. Oh, okay. I thought that was the fire that did it.
Right. Oh man, I remember laughing so hard at that. I was like, really? Did she really just ask that? Is she supposed to be a psychiatrist or something?
Oh man, was that Nancy again?
No. But she was in the 7th movie.
No, Nancy was in a New Nightmare.
New Nightmare.
Yeah.
Wes
Well, she was playing the
Craven came
actress.
back.
She
was playing herself.
Well, Wes Craven came back and made Freddy a serious character again.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, she came back in Dream Warriors, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
And died.
The third one.
Is that the one? She died in Dream Warriors?
Yeah.
I thought she was the hero.
Heather.
No, it was the other girl that was kind of
that's
she was psychic or something.
Yeah. No, wait, what?
I don't know.
That's the one after that.
The one I remember the most is the 4th one where the girl gets all her friends' abilities and one of the friends dies of an asthma attack. Scary for me. One of the girls turns into a cockroach.
I remember the boxer guy. There was a boxer guy. And so she gets his boxing ability.
Yeah.
One of her friends was a boxer. Yeah.
I don't remember what happened to him.
No, but I'm saying she gets his boxing ability.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't remember how he died. I think he gets his head punched off or something.
I know that happened in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
So...
Also happened in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Did it?
Yeah.
Man, I have to go back and see these movies again.
Oh man, dude. Especially Killer Clowns. Some thug in an alley tries to pick a fight with one of the clowns, and so the clown puts on some boxing gloves, and the guy thinks it's funny, and then he knocks his head off.
You know what's funny is I used to watch that movie religiously when I was a kid. So you're the one who got me into that movie.
It's a great movie. It's a classic.
I just remember the cover. I've never seen that movie.
You haven't seen that movie?
No.
One night we gotta get some beers, some popcorn, and some killer clowns. You gotta come over, man. It's gonna be great.
I never claimed to have seen every single movie made.
Oh yeah.
I think you own movies that you've probably never watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I did just get the new, the old House of Wax.
The Vincent Price one?
The Vincent Price one. Because they released it on 3D Blu-ray.
Ooh.
Wait, like, 3D Blu-ray?
Well, I think it was originally in 3D.
Yeah, it's the first. It was the first mass 3D movie.
Yeah. So.
I see.
That one, and then It Came from Outer Space.
Nice.
So I got both of those on Blu-ray in 3D. Anyway.
Good. Old monster movies. Where else do we go from here?
There are a lot of video game horror movies. Just I don't know if there were any worth watching. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Most of them were made by Uwe Boll.
You know what? Speaking of Freddy and Jason, actually, I think what would be really fun is to make a Splatterhouse movie and just have it just be like a complete throwback to those old 80s slasher movies. But this time, obviously, the monster is the hero this time, though, obviously.
Right.
That would be great.
Based on the 80s games.
It should be 80s, yeah. It should totally be 80s. Not 80s metal.
Not this new version that came out. I'm not saying that the new one's crap, but just saying base it off those old ones. Just make it cheesy, but make it good cheesy.
Cheesy on purpose, yeah, totally.
Like Hatchet.
What was it that we were talking about? What were we talking about a while ago? The Stranger Things? Like, you could do the same thing, give it that 80s vibe.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh my god. I don't know if we were talking about a horror game. I think it was Double Dragon, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were talking about...
What?
We're talking about making a Double Dragon movie. A new one.
Make it like,
but have it
like Stranger Things.
Have it take place in the 80s. Have it filmed like it would have been filmed in the 80s, just like they did with Stranger Things.
Right, how Double Dragon should have been when it actually came out.
Instead of the Mario-like future.
When was that movie made?
Oh my goodness.
1993?
3, 4?
I don't know. I just remember
around
it
the
had
time
Scott
of
Wolf.
The Crow, because they all had the same basic look to their futures.
Dystopian future?
Yeah, dystopian smokestacks. The sky's always dark.
Yeah, what was up with that? Making all those video game movies take place in some odd future.
1994.
1994.
Like Mario Brothers was like
Brothers, that. Yeah, I don't. It was The Crow that
Street
did it,
Fighter was kind of.
I blame The Crow.
I don't know what was.
That's my answer.
Well,
blame The Crow.
Blame The Crow.
Mainstream.
I feel like The Crow started that stuff.
Mainstream wise, because they did make a movie of this in Japan, but they should make a movie based on Parasite Eve.
Yes, you keep mentioning this one.
Yeah.
Does anybody even remember
there was a movie,
Parasite Eve at this
It was a
point?
Japanese movie.
Yeah, I kind of remember I had that.
Apparently it was a made-for-TV movie, but Madonna has the rights to the movie. It was like, what are you going to do with it?
Saggy ass off them rights. Get out of here, Madonna.
So,
Nobody remembers you anymore.
She's busy offering sexual favors in order for in exchange for votes. Give the movie rights to somebody else.
Crazy Madonna, remember me? Remember how crazy about sex things I am?
Right?
Yeah, aren't you Lady Gaga's mom?
Sorry, you Lady Gaga.
I'm her crazy
sent
aunt.
the millennials. I mean. Anyway.
No, they should. That's another one they should make, and I think we brought this up before, but no, not Madonna, the Parasite Eve movie.
Oh.
Because, I mean, when it came down to it after playing it, I don't remember when I got that gift and how ecstatic I was.
You love that game, man.
It's an awesome game, which I've never finished, but I would like to see that become a movie because I think that was interesting. And if they want to really close it off, I think they should base it off the, I guess, the true ending instead of the open-ended ending that they had.
I don't.
Just make it its own thing. Don't make it a franchise. So. Like I said, everything has to be franchised these days.
Of course. No, but seriously, the scariest, spookiest video game movie that they need to make, it's a game based off Sneaky Snakes.
Wow.
Okay?
Scraping the bottom of the barrel there, huh?
Just, what are you talking about? Sneaky Snakes is great. You got
Sneaky
snakes. They're sneaky.
The marbles.
my
What more do you
plane.
need? I got my ticket.
So the humans are the marbles.
Sure. Yeah, there we go. That's how they power themselves, is they make humans run in these little hamster balls, and that's how they power their sneaky snake world.
Right.
But then they also eat them to sustain themselves. It writes itself.
Yeah, Sneaky Snakes was the prequel to Snake Rattle and Roll.
Exactly. That can come out later, though, as a prequel. Prequel film.
Right.
It's gonna be great.
It's a rare film. Oh, I wonder if that's on Rare Replay. That'd be awesome. So I love
Glad you're
that
on
game.
board now.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of older games that they have. I mean, I'm thinking of games I've not played before. I've been watching some reviews or anything. We mentioned Clock Tower, but one game that was recently brought to my attention was a game called Shadowgate. Do you remember that game?
Barely.
That was
That's
also
the one I
in
always
that
get
era.
confused with Shadowrun.
With what?
That's the game I always get confused with Shadowrun.
Oh yeah, no, Shadowgate's like a first-person, like a 3D maze kind of place or something like that, and
Okay.
more text-based than anything else.
Right. Kind of a point-and-click thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I remember.
I don't know. That was one that I think could make an interesting game. But
What
outside
about,
of that, I mean, just
What about I had mentioned it earlier. Now I forgot what it's called. The What Lies Within. The Evil Within.
the
There we
Evil
go.
Within.
Yeah,
That would make an interesting game.
it is a game actually. Maybe
excuse me,
Bethesda.
that would make an interesting movie. I just need to know how it ends because I still have no idea what the hell's going on in that game.
Did you get up off your ass and go get on your ass and play that damn game already?
I'm pretty close to the ending, I think. I'm like on the 13th chapter, so.
How about Last of Us?
Well, they're
Last
making
of
a
Us.
movie of that.
Yeah, they are.
What was that about? Was that game good?
Oh, it's very good.
It's a masterpiece that I haven't played yet, but I do have it. It's sitting behind me on the other
I
side of
have
this wall
it too.
here. Oh,
It came
good.
with my PS3.
Oh, you got the bundle, huh?
Yeah, well, I had to replace my old PS3, and
Yeah, we all
it
did.
came with that, and I think Batman was Arkham Origins or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the game is the game. I will say is one of the. This is one of the few, and I've said it before. This is one of the few games where, like, if they made a shot-for-shot remake of this movie, I would not mind because that is how good the game is.
Let's,
So, I mean,
Maybe I should try it then.
yeah, no, it's really good.
I need more time.
Yeah.
So much stuff out there.
I'm trying to watch the movies that I bought too.
Right? Oh, priorities.
Time. Watch the movies, read the comic books.
Never
play
enough
the
time in the
games.
day.
Eat the cereal.
Never enough time.
We need that extra day from The Simpsons.
Yeah, they there you go. There's a movie they can make. There's a quote unquote horror movie they can make.
What, The Simpsons?
The Death of the
Uncle
Simpsons?
Fester's Quest. Uncle Fester's Quest. The Addams Family.
Only if they can get Christopher Lloyd to come back.
Was that
Otherwise,
Christopher
no
Lloyd to
dice.
play Fester?
Yeah.
In the movies, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Dang, man.
Didn't recognize him under all that makeup.
It was a good makeup job.
They just took
but you
off
can
his
totally-
hair.
You can totally tell it's him.
Yeah, no.
Well, if he had seen Back to the Future, maybe you would have recognized him.
Gomez!
Oh yeah.
You gotta go back with me!
Well, he was in Mortal Kombat, wasn't he? Did he play Raiden?
No, you're thinking of Christopher Lambert.
That's the Highlander, man, not
Which we already...
not Doc Brown.
Rich and I already had the Highlander conversation while we were waiting for you, so...
Oh my God, you got him confused.
Oh no. Okay, I want to hear this now. What is Highlander? I never knew what Highlander
Oh,
was.
great! Where is this show
Oh
going?
my God.
All you need to know is that there can only
be.
be one, okay? That's all
Yeah,
you need to know.
And there should have only been one movie.
Right.
The only thing I remember from that
Apparently
is
there
the,
can only be one.
I remember the Lindsay Lohan thing on Robot Chicken. And then Sean Connery turns to the camera and is like, in case you didn't know, this is a Highlander parody. Like, okay, thanks, Sean Connery.
That's what I
I
do.
need
I
to
come
know
and
that.
explain things and then I walk off before I slap you in the face.
Here we go. How about, okay, what about video games that should be horror movies that aren't horror movies? Or that aren't horror games?
All right, so I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this week to the Gaming Tangents podcast. It's been great. What the hell are you going on about? Aside from the fact that it's super late, especially where you are,
It's only almost 3 in the morning. Actually, no, it's past 3 in the morning.
you're drunk off of 3 in the morning. I think we
Yeah.
will literally put a fork in this episode. Halloween in general.
Oh yeah, because this turned out so great.
Sounds like we're No, this was a fun one. This was good. I like having guests, quite frankly. It adds a nice dynamical change
Dynamic.
to the show.
Yeah, thank you for coming on here, Maverick.
When can you come back?
Next time I decide not to watch The Conjuring 2. Oh my
Oh,
god.
you didn't know? Rich and I practically recorded our own show before you showed up.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just regurgitating a lot of information by this time.
So this week's episode, I can expect to hear on the opening half the podcast before the intro.
You just suddenly show up like in Resident Evil 6. Out of nowhere.
It's just like, oh hey, oh I just said my own name.
Just 3:30 in the morning for Maverick.
1, 2, 3. Hey Maverick.
Oh, no, but seriously, thank you, Rich, for coming on. It's been a pleasure. It's been great.
Oh,
This is an audio
Thank you.
podcast. You do have to respond with words.
Yeah. This is an audio podcast. Wave to the camera, everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to
that's
pass
right.
out.
It's just audio, huh?
Yeah.
So I didn't have to wear my clothes.
No, you could have done this whole thing. I was curious, quite honestly. He's looking rather dapper.
I could take this tie off now?
You can,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
It's not a job interview. You
Oh,
could have just,
alright.
you could have worn a knit cap and a tank top if you wanted to.
Oh,
All right.
like me? Okay.
I didn't know if he was going to go rob old ladies in their cars later or not.
Yes, that's what it was. Because I'm wearing
Evening's
this
still young here in
exact outfit
California.
right here. I was in this exact outfit.
Plenty of time.
So,
Yeah, it
Oh,
all
my
makes
goodness.
sense.
Yeah. Putting the pieces together now.
Yeah.
yeah. So.
All you need to do
I
on your shirt.
I failed to mention the crowbar I had with me.
On your shirt, you should just write, "This is my Halloween costume."
Yeah, pretty much. No, I was going back to that. I will say it was almost like I had it written. It was like written on my jacket or something. I'm going to rob your ass.
Gonna steal your shit.
Because that really did come out of the blue. I just hear a bunch of clicking. I'm like, is that my car? And I'm looking around and I just see this woman in her car huddled against the door. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy's going to kill me.
Wow. She had clearly ran through at least 2 or 3 scenarios in her head before you even got close to the car.
Right? So, and the worst part is I kept staring at her because I was so dumbfounded over what just happened. I'm just like, did that just happen?
Wow. Oh god, and he stutters too. Those are the craziest.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, well, that's gonna do it for the show for this week. Oh my goodness. Good times. What a way to finish off Halloween. Thank you guys. Thank you, Maverick. Thank you, Rich, for coming on.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Is anybody else out there in the graveyard? I've lost all spookiness at this point. Anybody else, want to talk to us about all these spooky horror game movies that we've been talking about? If you got any ideas for any cool horror games that should be movies and how they would make it and how we could steal the script and sell it ourselves to the studios, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter at CrossPlat Show. That's probably the best way to get a hold of us. But if 140 characters is too short for you, you can always join our Facebook page, facebook.com/CrossPlatform Show. And you can always find us on the YouTube at Cross Platform Show. Just search for Gaming Tangents Podcast, and we'll come up there. You can email us comments and questions at crossplatformshow@gmail.com. If you're listening to us, thank you. We appreciate it. But if you'd like to subscribe, you can find the main page for our show on SoundCloud/Gaming Tangents. Subscribe to our RSS feed there. Leave comments on the show. You can listen to us on Stitcher Radio, iTunes, Google Play Podcasts, and whatever the heck, Burberry, whatever the hell you're using. I don't know. It's all good. It's all great. Anyways, this is going to do it for spooky Gaming Tangents time next week. It's going to be
next
back
week
to
we will be
business as
giving
usual.
thanks for some. We will be giving thanks for the games that we have. A month-long Thanksgiving special.
So you're going to talk about Thanksgiving-based games?
Thankful Tangents.
Yeah.
Games with turkeys. Hey, that South Park game.
Yeah, I was going to say. That's the first one that came to my mind, too.
I think that's about the only one.
Remember that time in Castlevania when you hit the wall?
The turkey popped out.
Yeah. Well, actually, there are turkeys in Symphony of the Night, so that works.
All right, we got.
Hey!
First
You
two
guys got to
episodes
save
go.
it for next week.
Okay, first 2 episodes already down. Just
All right,
anticipate it,
join us next
folks. It's
week.
coming.
Join us next week for the beginning of our Thanksgiving month, where we'll be discussing the chickens from Legend of Zelda.
And the end of our show as we know it.
I'm glad I got here for the end.
Yeah, stuck around just long enough.
So am I.
That's it.
It's all right. We hit all
It's
our
done.
friends anyways. That's pretty much it. Don't know anybody
pretty
else.
much.
So much for this interview.
Go home to your wife. I don't think I got it. What?
Podcast tanked after I.
We're not gonna call me back.
We're gonna become a topic for Guru Larry.
Hello, you. These are Gaming Tangent podcasts that didn't survive.
Yeah.
Boy, they
Oh,
didn't. Okay. Oh, that's gonna do it. Anyways, we'll see you all next week. Thank you. Always remember to please stay safe while you're trick-or-treating and keep on running and jumping.
Keep platforming, everyone.
You can say whatever you want, Rich. If you have a thing, an outro.
Bye.
All right. Glad we all stuck around for that.
Dang.
Oh, I was doing a dance, but this is an audio podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You can put your pants back on now, please. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. That's over.